Big Wheel. So we got Big Wheel here. If you've been playing the game, you can obviously get his tokens either from his PvP event or the most recent PvE event that he was not featured in. The oh my goodness, the Howard the Duck event. You got tokens from there, from the Revolutionary Big Wheel. And then Thursday he'll have a store out in which you'll be able to pull with him, Old Man Logan, and Gambit, and I probably would stay away from that store. So let's see here. So front looks, it looks like we're faced off against the OG version of Spider-Man. Yellow does target damage, and if Spider-Man has any enemies that are downed, he'll do more damage. But I think in a one-on-one, I don't think that matters too much. Blue ability stuns for 5 blue, and if you have more web tiles on the board, the stuns will last a little bit longer, and it also creates 1 web tile. And then purple, anytime you make a purple match, you create a purple projectile. The strength of the projectile is increased as long as you have a web tile. Alright, Big Wheel, spin me right round. So it says it costs 6. You rotate the center 4x4 blocks, including lock tiles, removing any special tiles in that block. And then you deal damage to the enemy team, and then Big Wheel deals additional damage to a random enemy based on each speed point he has. Sounds simple enough. Tread on me. So you select a tile and you rotate a 3x3 block of tiles around it, including lock tiles, removing any strike attack or protect tiles, and protect tiles in that block. You deal damage and then additional damage based on each speed point that he has, and I think Wheelhouse actually talks about the speed points. So whenever Big Wheel's team makes a match beyond the first in the turn, so cascades, Big Wheel gains 2 speed points. If Big Wheel has 10 or more speed points at the start of your turn, he spins out, rotates the board, and deals damage for each speed point, and then reducing the speed points to 1. And then at level 5, it just whenever you do more damage, it just reduces the speed counters to 3 speed points. I'm thinking Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds. This is what he feels like to me. Again, he sounds pretty straightforward. You can do some infinite wind stuff with him and old Shang-Chi. Especially if you got the speed counters, speed points going. Alright. Because we're trying to make Cascade, that's what we're trying to do. And now Wheelhouse will kick in. Alright, let's rotate these around. See, and that sets up a good opportunity for a match there. Alright. So we'll swap. Let me do the swap here. Then get Cascade. Look at those cascades. That's beautiful. Yeah, like I said, I think he'll be kind of fun to play with. It's just a matter of figuring out, how his cascade, well, not his cascades, but which way the board is gonna spin. All right. And so here we get to team up with SpiderMan. I think I'm gonna use Bagman. Why not? Then let's roll with the whole joke theme. Alright. Again, all we're trying to do is try and make sure that we can get cascades to go off. That's why I think if you pair Big Will up with someone like a 5-star Thor, someone with an auto board shake, or someone who can add tiles on the board, that's someone definitely worth going after. Or not worth going after, but someone that can be useful to a team with him. Again, we're just trying to set up cascades. Got match 5s. Uh-oh. He's capped out at 20, and now here comes Wheelhouse. That should down somebody. Alright, get those speed counters back up. Man, I am just getting alerted out the wazoo. Alright, let's do the old switcheroo. Alright, let's lock those tiles. Oops, wrong way. I thought that was an extra green. Got colorblind for a second. Looks like I might not have a choice but to... Oh, no. Okay, team up. Okay, yeah, now I don't have much of a choice but to match that one. Ooh, match 5. Beautiful. Let's go this way. Alright. Got another token from the SpiderMan No Way Home vault. Alright, so now looks like we're gonna use IronMan, some version of IronMan, and then some version of SpiderMan. So let's use the 4-star version to keep it moving. Again, I'll probably do the 5 stars on my own time. Whoops. Overdrive, I do want to 5. So yeah, switching him from my Shang-Chi build. Yeah, I know I could probably finish off Big Will literally right now, but that's not fun. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Let's just end him in one punch. Okay, the arc reactor. Like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, that's the arc reactor support. So you start the battle off with 5 AP. All right, so then we got another thing of big wheel. Now this time we gotta deal with the Ghost Riders. So, I as much as I want to use the loners, I will use my Ghost Riders. Why not? The only thing you need to really know about the Ghost Riders is their penance stairs are a little bit different from each other. So Johnny's is based on the amount of damage that they deal throughout the entire duration of the fight. Robbie's is a flat damage move. So it'll say here, you know, Big Will, he done the most damage, so he'll get dealt, you know, the maximum amount of damage. Whereas with Johnny, it says 200% of however much damage that he's done. So you can kind of see, you know, the differences in between both the Ghost Riders, at least in terms of their penance stairs. Well, let's actually use Johnny's penance stair because I like this animation. Alright, more shards for Big Will. I know why I'm about to call him Big Red because of the gum. Alright, and then we got Spider-Man Far From Home. Well, Homecoming Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Quick overview, his blue stun whenever you meet the threshold for web tiles on the board, which happens to be 6. If you don't have the web tiles, he'll add web tiles on the board with his blue. Green does damage based on the number of web tiles that you have on the board. And so if you have 6 web tiles on the board, you'll do 6 points worth of damage, but I mean it's spread apart in the number of hits, I think. And then the red will create a critical tile if you have at least 2 or more web tiles on the board. And then at the start of the turn, if you don't have web tiles on the board, it'll create at least 1. Ooh, and then we'll talk about Electro and Kingpin real quick. I actually got familiar with her. She's actually pretty solid. Her green creates red countdown tiles in an order of magnitude of 1, 2, and 3. And when the countdown tile reaches 0, it destroys that entire column, and it does damage based on the number of tiles destroyed in that column. Up to the countdown tile, because the countdown tile is a quote-unquote grounding point. Her black ability does damage based on the number of team-up tiles that's on the board, and I want to say, is it the amount of villains that you have, right? Yeah, that's the passive. So yeah, you deal damage is fewer than whatever the threshold is of team-up tiles, and then she takes less damage for each other active villain on the team. And then free of charge, it's a passive and an active. The active portion costs 5. She creates a charge tile. Not charge tile. A strike tile at the bottom of the row. If the team is dealt a certain threshold of team damage, she'll create 5 yellow AP. Kingpin, his black, does single target damage depending upon if you have at least one countdown tile on the board. If you have multiple countdown tiles on the board, it becomes a team damage move. Purple drains AP from the enemy's strongest color and generates yellow, and then yellow for Kingpin creates some number of countdown tiles on the board that do various things, either creative strike tiles doing direct target damage, or even more target damage. And this is kind of perfect too, because SpiderMan actually has a few moves that does team damage. So alright, let's do free a charge. That's the spot where I did not want it to be at. I didn't want it to be matched away, or easily matched away. Oh well. Let's try this here again, Francine. There we go, much better. Okay, team up. Team up again. Okay, that was pretty much it. They here with Big Wheel. I'll open the Spider-Man vault real quick. I also got, so we got at least 300 shards at least for Big Wheel. So by the time he's done with his featured event, I'll have more than one. I'm gonna have more than enough to get him to get a cover for him. But by the next time he gets introduced into tokens, I'll have enough to get him the next time in his first full event. So that's gonna end this video here. I would mention something about Daredevil, but that's yeah, I'm gonna hush my mouth about anything related to Daredevil. So that's gonna end this video here. I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of my night, and tomorrow we'll be delving into the next round of the Tour de Marvel with the Guardians of the Galaxy.